Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are talking about Season 4, Week 1. And this is very similar to all the seasons prior. You're going to be working on getting your resistance up and getting dig sites and killing Doom elites to push your season buildings. So from that standpoint, everything is very similar to the previous seasons. There's just going to be some new additions like the Blood Knight Ascends and the new light mechanic where you have a lighthouse that you need to keep lit up. So let's jump into that and go over what is new with Season 4 and what you can expect in Week 1. Jumping into the Seasons tab, I know I went over this before, but everything is pretty similar to Season 2 and Season 3 as far as the rewards go. So if you go to the rewards tab, you have the first place, second and third, 4th through 10th, and then your 11th through 20th, and so on. And then you have your faction rewards as well. So nothing really new here, pretty much the same as what we had seen in the previous seasons. And then going over to the goals. So these are goals that you have every season. This one's a little bit different because instead of leveling up your lab for your resistance, this is for keeping your lighthouse on. So similar to Season 2, where you had to keep your furnace running for so many hours, this is you have to keep the light on for so many hours to accumulate and then unlock these rewards. As you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see you do have the new tactics card. So you unlock that. It's a free legendary tactics card and a 5 legendary overlord supplied chest. But all along the way, you're getting season resources along with some other good things. And then you also have the Alliance target goals here, and that's for capturing dig sites. So as you capture dig sites, you'll unlock these. So pretty easy. You're just going to accumulate these over time. Nothing to worry about here. As long as you're taking on dig sites, you should easily be able to hit these goals. And then at the start of Week 1, just like the previous seasons, you're going to have to donate to these items in here. And once you unlock them as the world, you'll be able to get the lab, which is going to give you the resistance, the quartz workshop, which is going to give you the quartz to upgrade the lab, and then the Alliance Center. So similar to Season 2 and 3, you're going to have an Alliance Center. And then after that, the next day, you'll unlock the tactics cards, and then the cities will open up. You'll have cities 1 and 2 available in Week 1. And I did want to point this out real quick. So unlike Season 3, where you had 5 buildings in total for the Alliance Center, this season, you are only going to have 4. And when you click on the Alliance Center icon, if you go to the Alliance tab, go to the Alliance Center down at the bottom right, you will be able to see the production center and what is available. So the stone warehouse that unlocks in about 8 hours. So in start of Week 2, that one will unlock. The start of Week 3, the oil warehouse will unlock. And then the start of Week 4, the Megatama warehouse will unlock. And the Megatama is what you need for the Season 4 shop here, down here at the bottom. These little things you can collect during the Blood Knight event, and I'll go over that in a minute. But you come in here, same as Season 3, you'll be able to buy these resources, buy these speed ups, and then you'll also be able to buy some of the season resource in Week 1, along with a single legendary tactic card pack. So it's pretty nice that you're able to get that right at the start to get yourself a core card. And I won't go over that too much in this video because I made a whole separate video about the tactics cards. So if you're not sure what those are, jump over to that video. But for here, we're going to go over just everything with Season 4 in general. And again, same thing with Season 2 and 3. You're going to have these little treasure things basically that you're going to find. These ones are these little cats, and you can find them either with lighting up your base and lighting up an area around you, or whenever you send out troops, you can attach an electrician to that march, and as you march to attack a monster or whatever it may be, you can find little mini ones which you can collect yourself. And the bigger ones you can collect, same as the treasure that you collected in 2 and 3. So you can have up to, I think it's 15 people collect from those. Then taking a quick look at the Battle Pass, very similar to previous seasons. You're going to have all of the normal resources, the profession skill stuff, some hero shards. I'm surprised they didn't do weapon shards, but hey, at least they made some changes. There are some weapon shards in other shops now. They've been upgrading some of that stuff. I'm just still kind of surprised that they don't have weapon shards in here. I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think Bob was in charge of this one again. So that's the $20 pass. And then for the $5 pass, this one is really good because you get this luxury choice chest. As always, get the level 5 drone component chest. Don't get anything else on here. Get the level 5 drone component chest. It's a free level 5 drone component. You got to take that every time you get it. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much the same. You're going to get some ore stuff, a lucky gear chest, nothing too crazy out of here. And then the free rewards, typical free rewards, some hero XP, or sorry, profession XP, along with the stones for upgrading. And then there was some, I thought there was some of the quartz, but no, I think it's all just stone. Never mind. There's no quartz in this one. It's just the stones. And then down at the bottom here, you do get a free luxury choice chest. Again, get your level 5 drone component. But then this is probably the most interesting thing. You have a chroma base skin. So there's the chroma skin for season 4, but then this is an additional one. And it's only for 30 days. Kind of disappointed this is only 30 days. But hey, I mean, you can use it, give yourself a unique skin for 30 days. But you also have to have the base skin. You can't use this as a free-to-play player if you don't have this base skin. So it's kind of a bummer that even though you get it, you can't even use it. But maybe in the future, we'll see. The weekly pass, same as it's always been. Use this, you get some free resistance. You get the march speed, a little bit of the season resource every day when you log in. You collect this here. And protector horns, because the protectors are back for season 4. You go here, you'll be able to see I have protectors again. The biggest change with season 4 is not only the addition of the lighthouse here that you need to upgrade, but the protector field. The protector field is not just a increase to the troop capacity, it now houses the troop type boost as well. So there's no altar like there was in season 3. You are now going to upgrade the protector's field. After level 10, you'll have to start using the season resource to level this up. The first 9 levels are all the normal resources. So food and iron is what you use to level it up. Once you hit level 10, you'll start needing quartz, and you won't be able to level this up until you finish the lab anyways. So it's not like you have to worry about this until you finish the lab. Then you'll start upgrading this. So very similar to what the altar was in season 4. And then season buildings, nothing new here. You're going to have the lab, these buildings. You have 5 in total if you have the weekly pass. And when you're upgrading these, you're going to need to upgrade each one to level 15 to unlock the next one. And then as you level them up, make sure you're leveling them up equally. Don't try to push one of these up to 30, because every level gives you the same amount of resource production, so there's no reason to try to rush one of them. Level them all up equally. Best use of resources. And then the lighthouse, this is the unique feature of this season. You'll have these generators and they will unlock. This first one unlocks right away. This one's at level 5, level 10, and then level 15 of the lab. So you have to level up the lab in order to unlock these different ones here. And as you do, it's very cheap to open them up. And then as you do so, you can level up your lighthouse to level 10, very similar to the protector field. You can level this up to level 10 until you finish the lab, and then you can start leveling this one up. And as you do, the more power capacity it will have. So as you can see, mine is limited to 150,000 at the moment, which pretty easy to max out. But when the Blood Knight event starts, you burn through power much faster. So the more engineers you have, the more of these generators you have, the more engineers you have, the more power you're generating. And you can send engineers to others if you're trying to help them boost their power, which is very helpful, because if you look at this, there's L2, L3, and L4, which are the different power outputs. And then clicking here, you'll see at those levels, you get different boosts. It's going to not only take more power to run, but they illuminate a bigger area and you get more resistance from it. So if you look here on the far right, virus light sensitivity, 250 additional virus resistance. So on top of the lab, this can give you another 250, but you're only able to sustain level 4 for a very short period of time. So you're not going to be able to run it all the time. So you'll want to start a rally, turn it on, start a rally, launch the rally, and then turn it right back off so you can boost your sensitivity and be able to attack higher Doom Elites. And for dig sites. So when you're pushing dig sites, this is also going to be very useful. Again, you're only going to be able to do this for a short period of time, so make sure you're planning this out with your alliance. And if you've played other seasons, you know when you attack these new Doom Elites, you're going to have virus resistance. And as you push up, the higher it is, the harder it is to get the virus resistance because it just takes so much more time to upgrade the lab. And this is one of the best ways to get the season resources, the stone and the quartz. So you want to push these as fast as you can early on. And on top of that, you'll be able to get other resources and the hero recruitment tickets, which also give season resources through recruiting. So lots of ways to get the season resources from this. And then on top of that, whenever you go into the Blood Knight event, when this starts, the Doom Elites start wandering around the map, and the map gets darker. There's like this red kind of flame popping up from the map. So the Doom Elites reset, and the little zombies here, these guys reset too. So you're not starting at where you were normally. They all go back to 1, and you have to work your way through those levels again like you did previously. The nice thing is you're able to get even more of the season resources. So if I did a level 24 now, I would have to go back to level 1 and go all the way through level 24 in the Blood Knight event. It doesn't reset every Blood Knight event, so you don't have to worry about going through all the levels again every time. Every time it happens, you can try to push a little bit further, but the resistance required is going to be a lot higher during the Blood Knight event than it is normally. So those are harder. And then on top of it, when you attack these guys in the Blood Knight event, they're going to give you the tactic cards, and they're going to give you those Magatama, which you can come in here and purchase items on the store. So that's the best event, one, to farm season resources again, but then also to get the Magatama to come in here and attack and collect the different resources or whatever else you're trying to buy out of here. Also in the Blood Knight event, this is only part 1 that we're in week 1. So we won't get the other part until, I think, stage 2 won't be until either this week or the following week. So it's just been PvE. There hasn't been the PvP aspect of it yet. And the PvE aspect still includes it has like a ghost that basically it pops up on cities. So if you own the city, there's a boss, a general, that you'll be able to attack for rewards as well. So I think the Blood Knight event for PvE players is pretty nice because it gives you more ways to get the season resources, but it also just gives you more things to do, a little more interactive and a little more fun than just doing the normal grind for the Doom Elites and the little zombies. You got a little more action going on. And once we see what the other stages are, I'll be able to better judge what this event looks like in total and what it means for you guys. Going back to the lighthouse real quick, I forgot to mention this. If you are unlocking these levels and getting these started, the generators, you do have to collect zombies. That's why it says zombie power generator. Very simple. All you gotta do is go to the world map and just attack any level zombies. It doesn't matter what they are. Just go over to them, attack them, and you'll see like a little cage icon on your map. So as you collect them, as you attack them, you'll be able to collect some of these zombies. And once you have enough, you'll be able to go in and start the generator. Very simple, easy to do. It's nothing complicated, which is good. And I also like the fact that they consolidated the season buildings again. So there's not a bunch of buildings you have to build. They kept it simple with just the additional lighthouse and then the protector field after you finish doing the lab and these other season buildings. All right, last thing I wanted to go over was the new tactic card. So going to the profession. The profession tree is capped at 100. They're not changing this. It's staying right at 100 from now on. They just changed some of the new skills on the side here. So you have the summon mummies, but then you have the summon Oni summon, which I'll have to see what this looks like when it's done. I haven't seen it yet. And obviously I'm not level 100 on this account, so I can't test it out here. But going back to the home screen for the profession, you'll see the tactics cards. The core cards, you need to be profession level 80 to be able to use those. Kind of annoying, but I can at least use the cards on the top, these are the, what are they called? The battle cards, and then down at the bottom are the resource cards. So you're not able to stack up the same cards. You can't use the same ones in every single slot. And then you also can't load up on all battle cards or all resource cards. So it's nice they make you balance it out, but there's a lot of variety here. There's so many different cards, and then they all have random stats. And these 3 random stats are pulled from a list. So you're not all going to have the same cards. If somebody else pulls a treasure hunter, highly unlikely they'll have the same random stats that I do. But the battle cards, the random stats that those have are going to be more PvP focused. And then the random stats on the resource cards are typically going to be PvE engineer kind of focused, if you want to think about it that way, where they're talking about increasing output, reducing time for construction, free speed up, all that stuff. The other big thing with Season 4 is the fact that they dropped an exclusive weapon week 1, and they switched it. It is now an aircraft hero week 1. So we'll see if they bring out another one in week 2, or if they're going to spread it out maybe a week or 2 in between. But this is pretty cool. We get Lucius week 1, and the battle pass, very similar. There's nothing different about these. You're just going to have, the 50 weapon shards. You'll be able to get to level 2, get it unlocked and get it to level 2 right away. And there's other stuff in here, the resources, the hero XP, and some skills. Then it looks like there's some more stuff coming in week 2. I'll make a video next week what all this entails. And it looks like the new another stage is going to be happening with the Blood Knight event, and then of course the restaurant, which I'm guessing is going to be another way to get some free rewards, which is always good. But that's it for this episode. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and let me know in the comments what you think about Season 4. Do you think it's going to be the best season yet? So far, I think it's a pretty cool season. It's so far it's still better than Season 2. I think it's going to be better than Season 4, but we'll just have to wait and see. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one.